everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the TNA Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here for the TNA Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get started here on the TNA Ring Report. Man, oh man, TNA was, I guess you wanted to say it was so, but hey, we're gonna get to the action coming up here on the TNA Ring Report. Coming up, we're gonna talk about this right here. Road Dogg later on Hot Topic is gone from WWE. What went down for Road Dogg? Road Dogg has been frustrated as of late, trying to do what the company wants him to do and do what he wants to do, but he feels like he got a creative expression. Might be getting a new job in TNA, who knows? But we'll get to it in a minute. All right, we get started with this. Santino's daughter, got her name. Well, she was in action tonight. She defended her Knockouts championship against some challenger. She went. She did defend, but Ariana Grace. Yes, that was what it is. Ariana Grace was in action. Ariana Grace doing what she does best. Ariana Grace defended her championship along with her fiance Stacks in her corner, getting the job done. So I guess Ariana Grace looking for her next challenge. But we get to this right here. It looks like the Elegance brand is being embarrassed again by returning ODB. ODB returns to TNA. ODB knows a thing or two about embarrassing folks. She did. And she got the help of Mama Honey Boo Boo's mama. Mama June, the rest of them trying to get their life together, trying to help out. And you see right here the Elegance brand did not see this one coming. That they got embarrassed. The Elegance brand was coming over there by Mama June. I guess Mama June knows a thing or two about getting plastic surgery and stuff, trying to get liposuction and stuff like that. But like I said, old Dirty B came back. So TNA trying to get everybody back from the old days. Damn, ODB been wrestling for nearly 20 years. Good God. I can remember calling TNA. But she was back and she helped out the Arrogance band. The Arrogance band was trying to fat shame, I guess, Mama June. And Mama June didn't take no liking. The ODB came out there and helped out and did what she did to. So I'm guessing ODB is gonna be going for a tag team goal. So could we see her and Santino perhaps win the tag team champ? I guess she was with Eric Young. I'm mixing the two with Santino. Santino was with Beth Phoenix at the time, but Eric Young was ODB tag team partner. And could they be getting some tag team gold down the road? But the Arrogance band was embarrassed tonight by the hands of ODB. ODB causing a lot of commotion and causing a lot of trouble. The Arrogance brand and stuff like that. But speaking of women's tag team champions, we move on to the men's tag team division as the sister, Brian Myers and what's his name, Big Boss Hog. They're getting a shot at the tag team goal. You see right here the Arrogance brand doing what they need to do. The Arrogance brand doing what they have to do in order to get themselves together. The Arrogance brand doing what they need to do as well. So the Arrogance brand moving around, the Arrogance brand feeling that vibe and stuff like that. The Arrogance brand, um, showcasing what they do. Not the Arrogance brand, but the system and stuff like that. System. Get themselves together in the system. Kind of put themselves to work. Put themselves in motion. Stuff. System going.
team championships. So we'll see if the system can really get themselves into tag team contention. That's the only thing that really matters. But you can tell here Myers and Bear Bronson. Yes, Myers and Bear Bronson out in line for a shot at the tag team championship. Myers and Bear Bronson. Closer. So if we go against the TNA tag team champions, the Hardy Boys, we'll see if next in line. We'll see if they can get the job done next week. Well, speaking of that, Elena Black was in action as well. Elena Black picked Mara Shanae. Mara, I like Mara. She comes out the heels of her mixed intergender match against Ryan Nemeth. Did so, but then she won her match. And she won it indefinitely, so Lana Black could be next in line for a women's championship match down the road, whenever that will be. But Lana Black proving to her naysayers and her haters, she's no woman to mess with. I can tell you that right now. Proving to the doubters and stuff. But speaking of that, this mean man right here, call himself AJ Francis. Call himself mean. AJ Francis could be next in line. AJ mad about Elijah that he calls himself. AJ sent a cold, stern message that next week he's going to be in action next week when he goes against Elijah. We'll see that match coming up next week. Maybe they'll get his hand. Yeah, get his hands on Elijah. I'll see that match next week. But AJ got caught up in the middle of it. What happened? Elijah, AJ Francis got the hometown man and threw the hometown man into the crowd, into the Atlanta crowd. So AJ Francis means business, and he means business more ways than one. So we'll see if AJ Francis will get his revenge this week against Elijah. We'll see that match next week. Well, we see that Moose, along with Alicia Edwards, came out there. Moose and Alicia saying that she's gonna be standing side by side with Moose. Moose, I will tell you this right here, man. With women and stuff like that, man, you gotta watch them. Women kind of play towards who they favor. Alyssa Edwards, Moose saying he's gonna beat up Eddie, but you really gotta watch Alyssa. She's playing with your emotions. She's playing in your face, man. And hopefully hopefully he'll get the message. But if he don't, he'll get it later. Can't always be so gullible and stuff. But Moose wants to have Alyssa Evans in his corner. Moose learn that Alyssa is playing in his face. Alyssa Evans may be just trying to get inside Moose's head for the system. Just coming forward and stuff like that. So hopefully Moose will probably realize it down the road. We'll see for Moose, but I hope. And last week, after the attack from Moose, Moose got attacked from behind. So and Alicia Evans not playing in Moose's face. Moose gonna be falling so gullible about that. Well, speaking of that, Rosemary has signed with TNA. Rosemary is back in TNA. Rosemary back. Hopefully, she'll get something going for herself coming up. Rosemary, former champion, TNA, the women's champion, knockouts champion, knockouts tag champion. So hopefully Rosemary will play her keeps in TNA sooner rather than later. We'll see how that's gonna boils down to it. Well, we get to this right here. The main event was Leon Slater defending his X-Division championship against Nick Nemeth. Leon Slater won. Leon Slater winning. But the team they better keep him or they're gonna be fucked. Ain't gonna be like Javon Evans and the rest of them. But we see Eric Young trying to get in the head of you know who and trying to play those games, and he's trying to what he's doing. I hope you know how that goes. I hope he doesn't fall in that trap. That Leon he wants the X-Division championship. Oh, Leon Slater, maybe he'll try to make Leon tough and try to have Leon have that toughness and stuff like that. So you know how they can be. Well, let's we get to this right here. Santana was trying to call out Santana was trying to call out Steve Maclin. Santana was trying to call out Steve Maclin because Daria Ray told him that she'll bring Macklin on her time when her time is coming. Well, it looks like none other than Santino. Santino came out there to announce that at Sacrifice there will be a world championship match between Mike Santana and Steve Maclin. That match will happen. So Daria Ray was like she got stooped again. This time I guess Daria Ray feels like Santino's undermining her authority. So the match will happen, the world championship match. We'll see that match coming up soon. All right, that is the TNA Ring Report. Let's move forward right quick to the heat check. All right, on the heat check, you see right here, we see that Road Dogg, Brian James, known as Road Dogg, this James, and the new Angelo, where Road Dogg is G-O-N, and that means he's gone. He's gone from WWE. Road Dogg was a lead writer for SmackDown. Road Dogg had numerous stints in WWE as a writer, but I guess Road Dogg feels like he's ready to probably burnt out. And Road Dogg probably feels like what's left for him to do. Road Dogg, he's gonna leave. Road Dogg. It said either Road Dogg got let go, or he just resigned. But they didn't say specifically what Road Dogg's role was. So Road Dogg leaving. So we'll see what's gonna leave for Road Dogg. Make the impact. I ain't just make the impact come back. Just come back and do what he normally does. So hopefully this ain't the last of the Road Dogg and just James, but that's all we know right now with breaking news. Well, we give you a rundown of what's gonna happen next week. Next week, Trey Miguel, BOD and Rich Swann take on Order 4. I guess Order 4 always got to be in a 6-man tag team match. So that's a given. So we'll see that match next week coming up, as well as another match. AJ Francis versus Elijah coming up, as well as Moose will get his revenge on Cedric Alexander. That should be a good one, but we'll see. Well, we're going to leave you. We'll have Daria Ray being stumped by Santino Marella and the TNA champion, Mike Santana. Thanks for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the TNA Ring Report. I'll be your host, Kendrick Dixon. So long. We'll see you tomorrow for the SmackDown Report.